Hello, 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 you stupid fucktards of the internet. I am King Madman 123, and it's time for another lovely podcast. As always, or just because there's been one already, it's probably just gonna be short again. And this is just gonna be rambles, so take it as you will. I'm just fucking stressed right now. I'm stressed. I just had a few people over. I was having a good day, woke up early, got some stuff done, and just in a good mood. And um, yeah, but it was just at the end, it was just ridiculous. Like I was just walking my friends out my door, and my friend who's a tech guy in some aspects, he was just uh almost spilling the beans of my privacy because I had him look at some of my stuff before instead of taking it to a tech person because he knows some things. So I thought just to spare the cost. But anyway, he was kind of almost spilling the beans of my privacy of my laptop that I needed repairs on or I needed help finding something to my other friend. And I'm just like, dude, stop. Just like I was trying to give him subtle hints like, dude, shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Stop it. Just stop. But he wasn't getting it. And it's just like, it was just like, can you just stop, please? Do you realize what privacy means? Do you know what that word means? And he just kept on saying, "Oh, I've seen worse from other people. I've seen things from teachers' computers, or I've seen worse from other people." But it's just like, bro, that's their privacy, but yet you're somewhat spilling the beans. Can you just not say anything and respect the privacy, please? But my other friend, like my other friend was, we're good enough friends to be like, hey, look, listen, I know, blah blah blah. Don't worry about this, that. Like, I know, like, we're good together like that. But it was just like, dude, please, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. It's enough. I just don't think anyone just really like he has no he I don't think he really has a filter. He could just keep going and going and going. It's just like, dude, just stop. I know I keep I'm talking about like crazy right now, but I should freaking move on to something else. Don't be as stressed. Just you lived in the moment. Just forget about it. It's probably because it's so fucking warm out. I feel like my testosterone is like through the freaking roof because of the heat. And add to the fact that I've like been I used to I don't know if I said in the podcast before, but I used to smoke marijuana like crazy. I don't even know like when the last time that I started, like I was doing it so much. I was doing like 3 to 4 times a day. I was like killing myself. But I've been on a good cold turkey run, maybe about 3 weeks, maybe a month and a half. I don't even know when I stopped because I've been just filling my brain with the stuff that preoccupies so I don't think about the thoughts, and it's been going good. It's been going good. It's better for me. I've been like doing this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Like it's been kind of a thing I wanted to do and just go into my editing again because I have some ideas. I just need to just get my brain concentrated on other things. I just needed just to focus on other things. Like I've been doing I'm trying to do some walks, just get my mind off that. I've been trying to just watch some shows. Uh like trying to actually watch some shows instead of just passing out all the time. But the majority of my stress is just mostly due to work and family. Like yesterday, I was at my grandma's house the other day, and it was kind of going all right for a little bit, but I was just somewhat, as usual, being picked on again because I have a life of my own. Like my grandma made my dinner early because I said I was hungry, and I was like, "Oh, you don't have to cook for me right now. I could wait." And she's like, "No, I'll do it right now. You're starving." I'm like, "All right, I'm not gonna argue." She made me she had some steak and some Spanish rice with some chicken, so I was just eating that, and then my sister and her fiance came over, so I just kind of stopped eating for a second. So I wanted just to talk to at least the fiance because we have a little bit more in common, I think. But my as I just stopped eating for a second, my grandpa just basically just picked up my plate without even asking me if I was finished or whatever, and he just decided to scrape all the food in the garbage. Like, how freaking rude! You didn't like, as I said, he didn't ask me. He didn't like say anything to me. He just picked up my plate and just scraped the food in the garbage. Like, what? I've been noticing like ever since I've stopped smoking, I've been noticing a lot of rudeness, like it's when with customer service. Because I was just at 7-Eleven not too long ago, just picking up some glass Coca-Colas. I was with my friend, and I was at the counter paying for my things, and I'm just talking to my friend, and the guy's like, stop talking to your friend. Stop talking to your friend. You need to focus on paying." I'm just like, wow, how rude. I'm a paying customer. Like, Jesus. You need to cool your tits, man. It's ridiculous. It's just freaking ridiculous. And I don't know if I mentioned in the last podcast when I went to Chipotle, the to pick up some dinner for me and my mom. It was like I was just getting out of my other job, and I went over there, and I went up to the guy. I said, "Hey, what's going on? How's your night?" And the guy was so rude. He was just like, "Oh no, we can't take you. Order online." I'm like, "Oh come on, I only just need two quick things. Are you serious?" He's like, "No, order online." It's like, wow, where's your manners? So I was like trying to order online and wasn't really working for some reason. It kept on like I put in my information, like my card information and stuff, and it kept on telling me, "Oops, sorry, something went wrong." This went on for like maybe half an hour. And then I'm like, "Hey," I was a little angry. You could somewhat tell I was, but I still kept my calm and posture. And I said, "Hey, the thing's not working. Is there anything you guys can do?" They get the manager because I used to work at that Chipotle. I should have mentioned that. Sorry. And I said to him because COVID and pandemic and all that, wearing a mask. I said, "Hey, blah blah blah. It's me." Uh, and he's saying, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just trying to order some food online. It's not going. It's not working." I showed him. He's like, I showed him what was going on, and he's like, "Oh, maybe try changing the time. Maybe that will work." I tried changing the time on there, and it still didn't work. And he's like, "There's nothing I can do. Sorry." It's just like, you can't even comp a meal for me because of this? Are you kidding me? I was a former employee. You know me, and you still refuse my service? I went to the Habit Burger was right next door. I was in and out in not even 15 minutes, and they treated me with so much respect as a customer. I wanted to order a shake with my food, but they said, "Oh, our machine's down. We only have strawberry right now. Is that okay?" But I kept my calm. I'm like, "Oh no, it's all right." I wasn't really that hard. That I didn't want the shake that much. I just wanted to see if I could get it, and they refunded me my money. But it just goes to show they were able to take my service and just didn't outright refuse me or like try to do some stuff that they did to me. Like, are you serious? And then like maybe about another rude customer experience, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, me and my mom went to this pizza place just to grab some pizza, and I got some chicken tenders or something. I can't remember. Um, my mom just went to put her purse on the chair, and the person at the bar says, "Oh, don't put your bag on that. I have to clean that later." Like, wow, again, we are paying customers. Why do you think you could treat us like this? Like, we just paid for our food. Like, what? And it was even in the middle of the day. So what are you talking about? You need to clean the chair later. You're probably gonna get crap tons of people because it's a bar as well. It's a mix of a bar and pizza place, but still, you're gonna probably have shit. You're probably gonna have crap tons of people sitting in that chair. Are you gonna tell them also, oh, you can't sit there because you have to clean it? Like, are you serious? Like, what is that? I've just been noticing, as I said, I've been noticing a lot of freaking rudeness, even at my main job. Like I'm a dishwasher, and I would like the other day it was very slow, and I was getting a lot of stuff early. Like I was surprised, but then I saw like in the from the chefs and stuff like they're like the egg poacher and like spatulas and stuff like getting them way early. So I was shocked. But then I looked in the dining room, and there was still like maybe 3 or 4 tables that had crap ton of dishes on it, and the servers and the bussers are just kind of just standing there like I are you serious? Like you don't think I have to be somewhere? Like I don't mean to really diss my coworkers, but it's just like come on, like, I know you guys throw me a little bone here cuz you tell me like when I'm not looking in the dining room, sometimes I like to look in the dining room to see how many people there are. And other times I can't, and they do mention like, "Hey, there's this many glasses," or like, "Hey, there's this many people at this table. Hey, there's this and that." Like I do like that they keep me updated like that, but it's just times where it's just like, come on, you see these tables that need to be bussed. Come on, like you tell me, can you just? I throw you guys so many bones. And can you Can you throw me a bigger bone? Like I do more than just dishwashing there. I sometimes do bussing, I sometimes like kind of do prep, and but yet I have to clean up the prep area for them, but yet I wasn't in the prep area at all. I remember at my other jobs when I would I mostly kind of worked in kitchens, but I was always taught when you're done with your station, always clean up after, like legit after. Like wipe down the tables if there's anything on the floor, sweep it up real quick, or if it needs a mop it, but I'm sorry. I'm just like so stressed right now. Like the amount of stuff that's happened lately, like with my encounters with people. Yeah, I just don't know how to just like ever since I've been kind of sober, how do I don't know how to deal with this sometimes. Like I do keep like I'm angry and stressed in my head, but I'm keeping my calm, I'm keeping my posture, but it's just like I want to just tell these people like, look, you cannot treat me like this. I am a human being. I am not like some freaking bag. I'm not some like grocery bag that once you're done with it, you just throw it to the wind. I am not that. I am a human being who has a pumping heart full of blood and spirit, and I give so much for my jobs, and I'm just like at least my one job. My other job treats me with respect. They treat me so well. I know I shouldn't be talking like so much stress right now, and I said I should keep positive for it's only in the moment for and this and that, but I just feel like I just need to just get it off my chest right now and just talk about it because it just helps me cope. It just helps me cope, and I don't think anyone wants to listen to these ramblings right now, but I feel like a podcast is the best way just to get um well, it's like I said, it's a thing I wanted to do, and it's just a way to get things off my chest. But let me just go to some other news real quick. I just saw this morning that No Man's Sky just released like the SR Normandy into their game, and I'm gonna be quite frank right here. Have no interest for No Man's Sky. It doesn't seem fun or interesting to me. So I'm a big Mass Effect fan, but you think you could pull me in like that? Brother. You can't trick me like that. Well, not trick me, but you can't pull me in like that. I don't play like that. But right now, I want to try to get the Mass Effect remastered on my PC. I'm just waiting for a sale. That's gonna be real fun. I don't know, like I'm not gonna put that on the channel here, or whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever editing ideas just pop in my head. Like today, I was just working on some Dragon Age, the Battle Ostagar from Origin. I was adding some Lord of the Rings music to it, like the more uh I don't want to say dark side of Lord of the Rings. It's more like the uh built I'll just say the best way I can describe it is like evil music, like and battle music as well. And I was also doing my own version of endgame portals, but I did my own edit of the portal thing, so it's a lot different from what we see from endgame. And as much as I want to try to I want to try to put the stuff on the channel, but I'm not terrified. I'm gonna get angry because I just think YouTube's just gonna do some stupid copyright stuff. Like I had a project that I worked on like years ago, but it took me a year and a half to make. It's a I call it Game of the Rings. It's Lord of the Rings Game of Thrones mix. That's what I like to call it because I thought that was a cool name for it. I basically took majority of season 6 of Game of Thrones, and I just threw it in with Lord of the Rings with Battle of Minas Tirith and all that. It's basically if instead of Rohan showing up in the film, it's Jon Snow from season 6 with Battle of the Bastards. It's basically yeah, I'm showing how he's trying to rally aid and all that and whatnot. If anyone wants to see that, just say something in the comments or whatever. The only way I could try to do that is maybe email it because I tried to put it in a Discord for like 2 people and it told me I didn't have enough space and I would have to buy like monthly subscription for memory and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna have to ask those 2 people for their email so I could give it to them. But but if anyone wants it, just let me know. I worked. That's like that's like my pride and joy, that project. And I want to try to do something like that again, but I just don't know what else to do. Maybe something from like the Hobbit or something with Game of Thrones. I don't know. I'll figure something out as a big project. But right now I'm just gonna like focus on like small things so I could just have some small setup. Just real quick, any feedback is appreciated. I'm only doing this as a hobby, as something fun, something creative. I just want to not put myself out there. I just need to do this for myself. It's just something I need to do for myself. So there's that. I was just trying to take my dog for a walk out here, but I was too stressed, and he felt the vibes, and he was just like, "I want to go back inside." And I'm gonna try it again after this, however long it is. I'll try to keep these podcasts very short because I don't have that much on my mind to talk about. I try to do these at night because these are uh the um the real times I can do this. But I will try to make at least a schedule. Maybe for Fridays, I will try to do this. I still got to figure out some stuff. Like I'm trying to figure out some personal stuff. But hopefully soon I can get a somewhat working schedule for these podcasts and some other stuff. Yeah. But what else? What else has been going on? Like now, see, I'm not as stressed or pissed off anymore because I'm talking about other things. I just need a way to just distract my brain, and I'll be fine. But if someone gets me starts talking about it again, I'm just gonna get riled up, and I don't need that. I'm trying to find ways to improve my health and my life, and being stressed is not helpful. I just don't look forward to going to work tomorrow because that's the stressful job. I just wonder what I'm gonna be screamed and yelled at for because I keep on saying I don't know if I said in the last podcast because legit I don't know if I did, but my one boss I accidentally left the hot soap running in the back on some sheet pans that had grease on them. And then he just turned to me and he was just like, "If you're gonna have the hot soap running back there, you better be back there. That soap is expensive." I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, it was just an honest mistake." And then like a few minutes later, he tried to be all like buddy buddy with me, talking calm me. He was like, "Uh, hey man, can you try to just do this for me?" I'm saying in my head, oh no 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 no! Don't play that game with me. Don't be fake. That's I like to call it being fake. Don't be fake with me. Don't be don't be screaming and yelling and pissed off at me. Then a few minutes later, you try to be all nice and calm and collective. No 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 no. He would this guy would do it all the freaking time, like throughout the day, multiple times. Like, is that how you entreat your employees? You're a manager. I forgot to mention that he's a manager. Well, I said boss, so either way. Well, he's a manager, and he's screaming and yelling at his employees. Is that how like it is? Like, I'm sorry, it's just bobbling my mind, bobbling, boggling. I'm gonna say a lot of words wrong, so please forgive me for that. If you can, if not, that's on you. Whatever it is, that's on you. But still, should I be screamed and yelled at for making honest mistakes at my job? Like, I'm just trying to do the best I can. I always tell myself, try, try, try. I don't think there's a do because I feel like when people say you do and not try, I feel like do is, oh, I'm gonna do it the first time. Like, I always feel like when people say do, it's always like they are confirming that they're going to do it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes like you can't do it all the time in my opinion. In my opinion, you always try. Because what if you fail the first time, then the second time you got it, or maybe you failed the first two times and you got the third time, or maybe you failed the first time, got it the second time, but failed the third time. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm meaning, but that's how I try to live, just by trying. I don't think there's a do. There's always try, just to make that effort. And I have given, and I'm not even kidding, sweat and blood. I broke my knuckle at my job when I first started there. But the stupid thing was I let them keep me there while I had a broken knuckle while I had because they told me I had to finish my job. Like I'm now thinking, no, I should have gone to the ER right away. This was like very while back, like just about maybe a year ago. Uh, Luckily enough, I was able to get to like an urgent care or something real quick. They were able to patch me up. I had to get 3 stitches and I had to wear like a small cast on my hand for like a week, and then that and all that. It was very frick. Obviously, it would be terrifying. Like I was in a state of shock. Like I and I when they were like stitching me up and shit, stitching me up and stuff. I'm not like when it comes to like hospital stuff and all that, even on TV and stuff, it freaks me out. Sorry, the my boys. Shut up! There's nothing there. Sorry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, stitches. When they were putting the stitches on my knuckle, um, I just closed my eyes because I that kind of stuff, like I said, on TV, videos, whatever, I cannot look at it. It freaks me out. Like I could watch horror films and stuff, and I would be like, "Oh, dude, that's a little gross," or I'd be a little freaked out, but not as freaked out. Like if I saw a hospital thing on TV or like in real life or something. I don't know what it is about like seeing surgery and stuff and all that in hospitals. It just like I can't look. I just can't. It really just freaks me out. I don't know why. And I used to have the biggest phobia of needles, but I'm able to conquer that at least, so that's something. I would tell myself I would close my eyes, like just like if I the best way I can cope with it is I'm telling the doctors now, like, look, I don't if you don't show me the needle and I'll close my eyes and I'll tell myself it's not coming, I'll be fine. But I feel like I need to tell the doctors, like, look, can you not like show the needle? Like when you know, like sometimes when you walk in, you kind of see it. But me, if I see it, I'm gonna panic. Ugh, I am legit going to panic. So that's why I've developed this new way of dealing with it. I'll just close my eyes and I tell myself it's not coming, it's not coming, it's not coming. I thought because before, um, not the last, it would be maybe like 3 shots ago, and that was like a while back because that's when I was a sophomore in high school. Um, me and my little half sister, stepsister really, but I like to say half. I don't know why. Don't ask me. It's just a thing in my head. But she was she's decided to. My dad used to have a little trailer. He used to pick up scrap metal and he would sell it to a nearby scrap metal yard. I don't know where he found one, but there was one. Anyway, my little half sister would pick up. She picked up this lead pipe, and for some reason she started to chase me. This maybe went on for maybe like half an hour. I don't know. It was so long ago. When I not that long ago. I'm not that old. Anyway, she was chasing me with the lead pipe, and this was going like I said, maybe half hour, 45 minutes. She was chasing me, and and I went just to stop to catch my breath. I turn around, I got hit in the lip. I lost a bit of gum in my front teeth. The doctor said I was lucky enough to keep it, but they said just to put the skin back together, they had to give me a shot so I wouldn't feel the stitches. And I don't know if some of you know what a panic child can do. Oh, it took about three like really, really buff guys to hold me down. Even the doctor that had the shot had to hold me down. I'm screaming, yelling because I was really afraid of needles. Like I couldn't handle them. These guys looked like almost like freaking Dave Batista style or like who's a really buff actor or like Hugh Jackman or um I can't think of any others at the top of my head. Or like Chris Hemsworth, like those guys, like really buff. It took three buff dudes to hold me down, and I was still able to like wiggle a little bit. It's so strange how like when people go into a panic mode, like the strength that like we're like it's like a hidden superpower. It's just it's an interesting concept to do. Like when someone's panicked, it's weird. It's very strange to me. I wish I could do that. I wish I could learn how to untap that when I do my job. Just get out of there quicker. Cause at least at my one job, I work at night. I just don't know. But well, people tell me it's a somewhat unrealistic goal, but I just don't know if it is. Like I'm trying to get out at a good time. Like the times I'd be getting out would be like 8:45, 9 o'clock, and I'd be eh, why can't I speak right now? God. Anyway, I wanted to try to get out at like 8:30. Last time that happened, it was like I looked at the clock. It was maybe like 7:30, and I was telling myself, I'm not gonna look at the clock till I leave. I'm not gonna look at the clock till I leave, and I didn't because I knew if I looked at the clock, I felt like I was just gonna put myself down in the dumps. But then when I left to go punch out, I looked at the time and I kind of beat myself up for it. But I'm told like it's a somewhat not somewhat. I'm just told like I just need to push not what's the word I just need to set my standards a little low. I know I set my standards a little high with some things, but other things I don't know that I do, and I guess that's why I beat myself up because I just think maybe I'm setting an somewhat unrealistic thing, and I just need to learn to live with it. Like I tell sometimes I tell people I'm just trying to survive like everybody else. We're all just trying to survive. In a way, it's the survival of the fittest, but not in this case because America, baby, America. We got so much freaking freedom, but yet a lot of people take that to an advantage, and that's not right. Is it real? Like it's ridiculous. Like I've been watching a lot of Karen videos, and jeez, the amount of privilege that these people think that they have. Like this one woman, she got pulled over by the title said, and please don't take this the wrong way. I'm just reading off what the title was, or remembering it as I'm not looking at it right now. But it said like this Mexican police officer, he pulled over this woman and she kept on throwing her white privilege in front of her face. She kept on she one of the things she said was like, "You wish you were white. You wish you were white." And she also said, "Oh, you're scaring me. You're threatening me. And this and that and blah blah blah." There was no threatening. She was just making the whole thing up because she's so freaking privileged. It's ridiculous how some people think that they're so privileged that they could just call shots like they're king of the castle or something. Nah, you are not king of the goddamn castle. You are part of the public. Unless you are in like some type of law enforcement or political or a big business, well, not big business, but something like government and law enforcement type s thing, you don't really have power to say anything. You're just part of the public. The police enforce the law. I know there are some cops out there that are dicks and they do the wrong thing, but you have to admit there are good cops out there too, just trying to do their jobs. But yet, it's these people that I feel like not all of them, but some of them that these people make these cops into assholes. Like it's because they deal with it so much that they're just like some of them are just like, you know what, I'm tired of being the nice guy. Screw it. But it it just proves to show it just takes a lot of assholes uh to like there are a few good people, but there's just too many assholes. People just decide to say screw it, we'll just clump them up with the rest just to make it easier. No, we should not do that type of system anymore. We need to weed out the assholes from the good people. That's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work, but the work needs to be done. It needs to be done. We need to stop being lazy. We need to stop grouping good with bad because there's so much assholes. Like I try to be a good person as much as I can. I believed I was raised with good manners and all that. Like I don't really like the only times I really just go out at people is like I don't mean this like when I mean go out at people, I'm just mostly just vent at my mom because she's the only one who like understands me and stuff. And then I sometimes apologize to her because I just get so like tensed up and stressed. I start like screaming and yelling, and she's like, "Why are you screaming and yelling? You need to relax." I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. It just gets me." And she's like, "Why do you let them? Why do you let it get to you? You should just be calm and relaxed." Like I try to do deep breathing techniques and just try to push it out of my mind, like keep myself distracted. But some days it's just really hard. It's like I don't know what it's gonna be like tomorrow. Like on weekends, it's kind of busy, but I just hope I'm not gonna be as bugged tomorrow. I just hope I'm not gonna be bugged as much. All I just want to do is just do my job and then just go home, hang out with my boys, when I mean that, my dogs, and just have a nice dinner and like do something like this or like watch something on YouTube or one of my shows or play a game just to relax. There's just been so much like I've just been noticing there's just so much stress in my life since I've like stopped smoke like since I've stopped smoking. It's just opened my eyes just to so much stuff, and I've been a lot more active with things. I've been doing some more stuff like I said with the this editing, watching shows, going on walks, um, and yeah. If anyone, just real quick, if anyone out there knows how to no, if anyone out there knows how to use a PS2 emulator on a PC and download BIOSs for Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers USA and Return of the King USA, please send me a link to a video that's like very helpful because I can't find anything out there to help me because that's my nostalgia playing those games on the PS2. I still have a PS2, but it would be nice to for it to be on this like nice monitor I got here. Like it would be nice to see that crystal clear picture. And like I would like because I just got this TV I have and I just haven't been really using much since I got this PC. Like I've just been mostly doing stuff on my PC really. And I kind of feel bad that it's just kind of just sitting here collecting dust, and I want to use it, but I'm just so addicted to the PC. I've joined the PC master race. This thing's my somewhat pride and joy right now. I love it. I gotta think. I gotta say though, I did mention my friend before about the whole privacy thing and stuff, but he did help me pick out majority of the parts and stuff. So I gotta thank him for that at least. I gotta thank him for that. Now he's a good guy sometimes, but he just doesn't have a filter sometimes. It's just like, dude, just like kind of stop. Like we were just watching Incredible on Amazon Prime, and like he was just kind of being so logical about some things, like how Incredible was flying through the air or something. He's like, oh, he should be breaking the sound barrier and breaking all the windows in the buildings and offices and all that. I'm like, dude, it's a comic book show. I know you're into this stuff because we watch this stuff all together. We know this kind of thing. Bro, can you not take things so logical all the time? Like, jeez. It's ridiculous. How do you be so calm, being so logical about everything? Dude, everything doesn't need an explanation, or everything doesn't need to be explained. Like, just sit down and enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Sometimes a mystery's good. Sometimes just sitting and watching something and not being explained about it is part of the fun. Is that's how I like to think about it. That's where my thought process is. That's what that be. Like I just got this USB that Staples kind of lied to me about. It says 128 gigs, but it's really 116. And I was just trying to move like that big project I was telling you about that YouTube has a problem with. But yet for some reason it said it couldn't go on there because for some reason there was enough room or whatever. But yet the file size was like 11.9 gigabytes, and this thing has 116. It's just like, okay, why is this thing not going onto the flash drive? Everything could go on a flash drive. Why not this? So I had to upload it to my Google Drive and then transfer it over like that, and it is working. But for some reason, I put it on my desktop and it won't open for some reason. But yet I go into my downloads folder and I can open it like that, and it works fine. It's just that's just confusing to me. I want to ask my tech friend about it, but again, it just goes back to logic. I'm like, bro, can you just simplify it? Just simplify it, please. Simplify it. Not every, and I even do it to myself. Not everything needs an explanation. You don't owe an explanation. I always felt like I needed to tell people an explanation about my actions, but now I'm just like, no, I don't owe you crap. Like if let's just say if I something at work happens and I need to go to another place and they tell me I need to finish up, I'm like, no, sorry, I gotta go, sorry. If they ask me why, I'm like, no, I just gotta go, sorry. I don't owe you an answer. I really don't. My business is my business. Unless I want unless I want to actually tell you now, then just leave it alone, please. Like not something like that, but when I was at my job the other day, I asked my boss does this all. I don't think she has focus at all, because I go up to her sometimes and I say the same thing like 3 or 4 times in a row, and she wouldn't recognize me, and I just go back to what I was doing. Like the other day, we had a delivery of like glasses and like utensils and stuff, but I didn't know what they were at the time because the boxes weren't open. And my boss just calls me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What did you say?" And I was maybe about 3 or 4 feet away from her, and she's staring and looking in another direction. Maybe I don't know what she was doing. Like she was just like looking off in another direction, and I asked her again, "Hey, sorry, I didn't get that. What did you say?" And she just ignored me again, and I was like, "You know what? Screw this. I need to go do my actual job." And then an hour later, she comes around and she says, "I told you." She says, "I told you to unload these boxes and wash all the stuff in here." I'm thinking in my head, I asked you an hour ago. Now you're gonna screw me over in your closing? Are you serious? I had a fight for Fridays off with her. I had to ask her. I had to tell her 4 times. By the third time, she's like, "So it's next Friday you need it off?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" But by the fourth time, I think she got it. But if I see myself on the schedule this upcoming week, I swear, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm just tired of just being. I feel like a puppet. I feel like a legit puppet, and since I've just stopped smoking, um, it's cleared the air, and I've cut the strings, and now I'm free. I just don't want to take crap anymore. I'm just so sick of people just like walking all over me and stuff. I'm sick of it. It's actually turning my stomach. I just need to grow a pair of fucking balls, and I think the balls are actually fucking growing for once. I think they are. But like enough about work and stuff. If I've been I've been talking about shows and stuff. Like I said, I'm watching Incredible. Um, I don't know why. I've been watching a lot of like Kitchen Nightmares. Not where it's the team at his restaurant and they're like cooking stuff. Like where Chef Gordon goes to the restaurant. And he tries to find out what's going on. Then he like redoes the place later and all that. Like I don't know why. I just have like I have no like real interest in culinary studies and all that. Like maybe one or two things just to learn how to cook for myself. But that's really it. Like I'm not really planning to be a chef or something. I more really want to go into the film industry, like do some editing work or cameraman. Morely cameras. I like to work with cameras. I do have a camcorder, but I just don't know what to really do with it. Like I've been buying a lot of Lego figures lately, like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Ring ones. And I want to try to do some photography with them. I do have some with me here in my room right here. Like I could do something with them right now, which I should, and I need to push myself on that. But there's this little guy in my head that's saying, "Wait for all the stuff that you purchased. It's gonna look better. It's gonna look cool." But I'm like, "But what about the ones here and now? I could do something with them now." So I'm just having like an uh inner battle with my thoughts about with it. Hopefully I could do something soon with them. Hopefully, and I'll be able to put that on my Instagram. My Instagram's the same as my YouTube channel, KingMadman123. If you want to check me out, like I said, I'm just doing this as fun, as a hobby. It's just a way to just get things off my chest and just be able to do what I want to do. Like I said, I want to do these podcasts, and all that. But I think I might end it here. It's getting a little late on my side here. I'm feeling a little tired. Um, I'm trying to think of things to talk about. I need to better manage these podcasts. Like these first two, maybe the next one are just gonna be random ones, but maybe after that I'll have more of a scheduled topic, things to talk about, and a planned day for it. So we'll keep your ears to the channel. Well, keep your eyes and ears on the channel. You'll see some stuff with that. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm feeling tired. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Sorry if it's just been a stressful and weird one again. I will try to get a schedule working around. And yeah, this is the King Madman channel. I hope you guys enjoyed and keep trying and live your best life. Just be you, man. Just be you. PC peace, my friends. PC peace.